So for fluency today, it says that Nina and her two friends go to dinner. Nina's plate cost her $14.56. Lauren's plate cost her $12.39. And Brittany's plate cost her $15.74. They split the bill when it comes to the table. So they split it amongst each other. So if they're splitting this, they're taking it up and dividing it amongst each other evenly. Okay? They want to know how much do they each pay. So if they're splitting the bill, we have to first determine what the total cost of this bill is going to be. So to figure out how much their bill is going to be, we have to sit here and add up all their plates. So we have to add Nina's plate up, Lauren's plate up, and Brittany's plate. So we have to sit here and take, the numbers that they each paid for. So let's take each number that is paid for, and we have to, that's right, add them up. So we're going to sit here, and when we add decimal points, we need to make sure we're lining up our digits and our decimal points. Okay, so when I add decimal points, I make sure my decimal points are lined up and my digits are lined up. So my 1 is in my tens place, my 2 is in my ones place, my 3 is in my tenths place, my 9 is in my hundredths place. And then I have $15.74, so I put my decimal point down. My 5 is in my ones place. My 1 is in my tens place. My 7 is in my tenths. And my 4 is in my hundredths. Draw my line. Add them up. Drop the decimal point straight on down. 6 plus 9 plus 4. So let's start. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 plus 6 is 13 plus 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. So you put your 9, bring up your 1. And then you have 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 7. So let's start. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. Bring up the 1. 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5. So you have 5 plus 2, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 1 is 12. Bring up the 1. Then we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 4. So their total bill is $42.69. But they're splitting it amongst themselves. So there's 3 people. So we have to split it evenly. So we're dividing it evenly amongst 3 people. So 3 is on the outside. And we're splitting up the $42.69. So that has to be on the inside. Okay, when we're dividing decimals, we bring the decimal point straight up before we even do anything. Now we have to ask ourselves, we have to do 3 times. 3 times what is going to get me close to 4? And that's 1. Because you should have already listed your multiples of 3 out on a piece of paper. So then I put 3 down. I subtract it. And then 4 minus 3 is 1. Bring down the 2. 3 times what gets you close to 12, which is 4. 4 times 3 is 12, so put my 12. And I bring down my 6, because I've subtracted 12 minus 12, which was 0. And I have a 6, because I brought that down. 3 times what gives you 6? So 3 times 2. So that'd be a 6. You would subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. And then you're going to bring down the 9. And then you got to do 3 times what gets you close to 9. 3 times what gets you close to 9? Let's think. 3, 6, 9. 3. That gives me 9. And 9 minus 9 is 0. So we are done. So they're each going to pay $14.23. So you're going to tell us that each individual will pay $14.23. And that's fluency for today.